Hey people, Intro here, 2v2 on Tartara Center. Team 1, which is like east and north. We have Ven rocking the Sisters of Battle alongside Toilailee and the Imperial Guard. Team 2, which is south and west, this is Inekura and some Dark Eldar alongside Boogeyman's Chaos Fellas. So this map has 5 critical locations, one in the middle and there's one in each corner. Seems like a lot of space around the outside of the map to maneuver, which might be good for an early vehicle start for the Dark Eldar, maybe. Not sure if that's what we're going to see. Could get some Helions and Reaver jet bikes around the outside, perhaps. Looks like we have a Chaos Temple opening for Boogie into just the 2 cultists. And Chaos Space Marines on the way. Pushing to the center quite early here, Toilailee, grabbing the strategic point. There's a bunch of them around the mid. Dark Eldar showing up a little bit later. Nobody's on this point yet. Listening post going up quite early for Ven and grabbing that strategic point. So they're going to clash in the mid soon. Yeah, these warriors are going to go harass those guardsmen. I imagine that's not a fight the guardsmen can really take, even if they are reinforcing, which they are trying to do, and they do quite quickly. But the DPS from the warriors, who are also reinforcing, although slower, is kind of nasty. Mandrake showing up. Looks like the Tech Priest Engine Seer was considering getting into that fight there, but then the Mandrake showed up, who are relatively dangerous early melee troops. What's this? Oh, Seraphims are up. Now, on the surface, looking at their stat line, they don't seem super impressive, but they're jump troops, so really good mobility with decent ranged weapons, and they fire on the move very well. They have like 70% accuracy on the move, I think. They can also get a crack grenade, which you can harass vehicles or buildings with, and they get a big buff, like an area of effect buff, so they are useful in team fights also. Quite an interesting unit. We'll see how Ven uses them. Gets out of that fight. Can't really trade with the Chaos Space Marines there, especially with a Chaos Lord around.
Cross me and die.
Bunch of heretics waiting around for stuff to build. This listening post is being built. I think you can double up on that and build it faster, but they must be waiting around for an armory maybe. Oh, here comes the Archon. Gets a good hit on those Seraphims. We do have Battle Sisters as well. And some early missionaries for the lay hand stuff. I wonder if you're even... Can you attach a missionary to the Seraphims? I mean, it would really mess up their mobility, but I wonder if you can do it. I wonder if it lets you even. I think so. I think you can attach fellas to jump squads, but it's just generally not a good idea. So this Relic going to be taken by cultists. There's a Relic in the corners as well, just kind of further in. We have Guardsmen fighting Mandrakes in the corner. More Guardsmen showing up. Go-go las guns. Oh, go-go grenade launchers apparently. 3 of them on the squad. Archon shows up with his Incubus fellas, and there's the Animus Vitae, which drains health and locks a unit down for a few seconds. Really helps the Mandrakes out as well. Those guys broke pretty quickly there. I mean, you can't blame them. Looks like we're going to get grenade launchers all around here for Toilailee's Guardsmen. Seems like a good shout against Dark Eldar. Kind of glass cannon light infantry fellas. Get some grenade shots on them. Mess them up. Knock them around. Do some area of effect damage. Here come those warriors again. Up to 6 models in the squad. They can get a squad leader later. Seraphims are here. Yeah, and as I've said before, the Sisters of Battle can get so many squad upgrades, it feels like. Can really power up over the course of a game. Okay, we do have a listening post. Get any fortification add-on. Looks like a little push here from Team 2. Chaos Lords here, bunch of Chaos Space Marines. There's 2 squads of them. And these guys can get heavy bolters in Tier 2, which would decimate the guard especially. But would also be pretty good against the Sisters of Battle. They can get plasma guns though, for some harder anti-heavy infantry counter. Pushing in here is the Archon, dropping the Incubuses. He's trying to kill that Servitor, I think, but he got a bit too close to a bunch of bolter fire. and everything flees. Is the Canoness up yet? No Canoness. I wonder why. Because she seems to do work early on. There must be a reason. Maybe because of the Seraphims? Are these expensive or something? Maybe it doesn't make sense to get the Canoness up early when you've got these guys. But it could really help out when the Battle Sisters catch themselves in a bad fight, I think, the Canoness. She can get that fancy pistol too. No command squad either, that I can see. Yeah, no command squad. We do have the Archon, we do have the Chaos Lord. But they're getting up more other troops for that. Maybe because the capping situation, you know. You want a bunch of squads to get these caps going. Does anyone have this relic? Yes, Toilailee has it. Started to build something, but the mandrakes are continuing to harass. And now they can infiltrate. Toilailee instantly uses the scan thing from the HQ to try and find them. But now they've run out of it. I don't know if that's the if that visual effect accurately portrays the range of it. Sometimes it's not exactly the same as it. They take down the listening post, or what was there of it anyway. And we do have some heavy bolters up for the Chaos Space Marines. 2 of them up in both squads. Yep, looks like in both squads. And the Seraphim are going to get wrecked here. Have to jump away. And they do survive. Holy Icon up on this listening post to store some faith up. It costs more each time you build one, I believe. Got a little bit of generation from the missionary, I think. And I believe these veteran superiors also generate a little bit of faith. And now there's 2 battle sister squads with veteran superiors and a missionary. They can get those imager fire guys as well, who buff the squad. I think more morale or more health or something. Seraphim continue to try to harass this corner here. I want to see some Death Cult Assassins. Apparently they aren't limited, so you can get situations where there's like 20 of them running around or something. I'm not sure how effective that is, but I have not seen a Death Cult Assassin in action yet. Some kind of buff on these Sisters of Battle.
6 minutes.
Maybe that's their buff. On these Seraphim, I mean. And they just glide away. But they run into some more Chaos Space Marines. And they're going to... I wonder if they're going to wipe here. They might wipe. I don't think there's a way for me to tell if they have their crack grenades yet. Angelic Visage is the name of their cool ability they have. More plasma gens going up, so looking to tech up a bit maybe. Up in the northwest corner, the Archon is wrecking some guardsmen with those incubus in there, of course. They just jumped into a structure. Warriors here, mandrakes here, they're decapping. Can they get a nasty flank around the side? Against the Dark Eldar? Oh, they're backing off now. Here come a whole host of guardsmen. Most of them. All of them with at least 1 grenade launcher. Got their sergeants as well, which helps with their morale. And there's a psychic in there. You can do some work for you. Gatling thing. Needler or something is called. For the Archon. Can he fire it on the move though, that big gun? Not sure if he can. Just try and keep an eye on him, see if he fires it on the move. Oh, I should be on the other team's perspective so I can see those sneaky mandrakes. There they are. Oh, here come a bunch of flamers. How quickly can they break these warriors here? Looks like they held up to a few seconds of fire at least. A decent little trade there, I think, for the Dark Eldar. They did well. And they've got to deal with these grenade launchers again.
4 minutes until take and hold victory.
Don't think I've spotted him using that splinter cannon thing on the move. Oh, there we go. He can fire it on the move. I wonder how much his accuracy gets dumped, though. Here's the general. Already getting the priest and the psyker queued up. And they're decapping that critical location. Team 2 still have The 3 cap though. I can't tell from the map which ones are capped because they can't build stuff on them. I think they have, yeah, like the bottom 3, as it were. Southeast corner, northwest and southwest. What is this though? Ooh, we got a sneaky missionary to go and decap that one. Listening post being assaulted. Here comes an answer from the Dark Eldar, and a Defiler is up for Boogeyman. Gonna be tough to deal with that at the moment. Maybe Ven can get some Celestians up quickly. Maybe some heavy weapon teams from Toilailee. They might be able to use Sentinels to dance around them too, because they've got decent anti-vehicle weapons, I think. Can the Defiler fire that big artillery cannon on the move? Because I noticed that people don't really use them in melee very much, it feels like. I think they lose to other big melee vehicles, but there's none of that around. So just get into melee and terrorize these guys. Some Scourges came in and backed away. These guys can get anti-vehicle weapons, these Dark Lances down here. Getting ready for like Hellhounds or whatever might come. Big booms. There's a Commissar in there who can execute Guardsmen to give big buffs. And he gives buffs in an area, so he might be able to chain that together. There's 3 Defilers up all of a sudden. Chaos Lord's got his fancy plasma pistol, looks like. Oh, is that Celestians in there? I just saw like a melter beam, maybe. Hard for me to tell at a glance. The Celestians from the Battle Sisters, or maybe not. I think I just saw the Inferno pistol from the Veteran Superior. Okay, here's some Sentinels. They can do some work against the Defilers if they can get close enough. Seraphims, can you crack grenade? Not sure. You're getting knocked around all over the gaff. But Team 1 coming out swinging. Happy to push in on the Defilers, and they're doing a bunch of damage actually. Sentinels, I think, doing a bunch of it. Yeah, I don't see any Celestians. But there might have been crack grenades going in that I didn't see or something. Scourges dropping into the back line straight onto the Sentinel. I wonder if the Sentinels are like vehicle low armor or something. They're jumping again. Sentinel falls. Did the other one go down? Not sure. Vehicles aren't given a different kind of marker on the minimap like they are in Dawn of War 2, so you can pick them out quickly. Whole bunch of buffs over here. Is that lay on hands? Or lay hands, as they say? I think it might be. I think I see their health regenerating a bit. 4 heavy bolters now for these Chaos Space Marines. We've got all this soul essence all over the gaff as well. Oh, we have a homunculus somewhere. Oh, he's in there. He's got lots of cool debuffs. It's attached to the warriors at the moment. I think you'll often see him attached to witch squads. We don't have them yet. We do have a heavy weapon team. Doesn't have a las cannon or an autocannon yet. So it's got the anti-infantry heavy bolter. Another sentinel comes out.
Mine is the right to lead.
Oh, well, the soul essences... Are they, like, disappearing after a while? What is this? Oh, that's what the torture amp looks like. So that'll debuff speed and fire rate, I believe. I'm not sure what kind of area it has, though. It just lasts until it's destroyed, maybe. I wonder if you can have more than one up at a time. What's going on over here? We see Celestians. And that's the Cannoness attached to them there. And they are getting melter guns and multi-melters. Multi-melters are stronger, but I think you need to be still to fire them. I wonder if they have even shorter range, perhaps. Chaos Lord attached to the Chaos Space Marine, so he can't get picked out. Or rather, it's harder to pick him out. I think there are certain abilities that will, like, favor targeting a squad leader or commander in a squad. I think maybe something the Dark Eldar have. Can't remember exactly what it is, though. Mandrake sneaking around. You can rip up these guardsmen here. Is that them fully upgraded? Yeah, they can have 6 models, those fellas. But they're quick. Can get around the map. They can motor. 4 defilers in the mid. Celestians can get on them. The Sentinels can get on them. The Seraphims, if they have their crack grenade, can get on them. It doesn't tell me here because it's an upgrade they get from one of these tech buildings. Holy Reliquary, maybe? Maybe. Nobody has the mid. So nobody has a majority cap here. This one's being taken though. That'll give Team 2 back the triple cap, I think. And these guys grab the mid. As I've said, it takes a long ass time to cap a critical location. Especially if you're under like Defiler fire. Looks like he's looking for another angle here, Boogeyman. Might go up this way. I think Ven's sensing it. Responding. There's a Sentinel back here too to help out. There are some pretty safe slag deposits for each player. Looks like Toilailee's actually using it. And so is Boogeyman. We've got a Demon Pit. So Bloodthirsters and Demon Princes could be appearing soon. We'll look out for them. Bursting out. Seraphim's using their mobility. Maybe to try and get to this. Looks like they're going for it. I wonder if they can get a decap before these guys respond. The Defilers don't need to get that close to fire. They can maybe just knock them off the cap. Because units don't fight back when they're capping in this game, unlike Dawn of War 2, where one model caps and the rest of them will fire on a target if they're in vision range and the facing is right. In this game, they will all solemnly stand and cap the point under fire. Okay, they're trying to decap. And I love the little touch of the Sisters of Battle units actually uttering a prayer while they decap and cap and stuff, if you have them selected. What's this coming in here? Horrors? Oh, Obliterators coming in. These guys can adapt their weapons to combat all targets. Can Ven deal with this, though? We have the Celestians. They are in. There's the Imager Fire. I'm not sure I meant to say that, but it gives a health boost, I think, to the squad, but doesn't attack. Just kind of holds this flag. These guys are not helping up here, Battle Sisters. Trying to reinforce a bit maybe before they join. Oh, well, I think that was the Canoness using the Blinding Faith or whatever it's called. That blinds the enemies around you in quite a large area. They didn't seem to hit the Obliterators though, unless they're just immune to that stuff. Looks like those Seraphims were able to get the decap, maybe even the cap. Purifying Light, that Canoness thing is called, by the way. I have my tablet beside me where I can try and look things up, because it's difficult to remember stuff from 9 factions. We have many units and upgrades and commanders and things. Here we have a Warp Beast pack. Very dangerous melee squad. But the thing with these guys, if they lose morale, they will turn on you. Which is why they have this Beast Tamer, I think it's called. Beast Master. Squad leader, because she can give their morale back and also give them some morale loss immunity for a while. But it's gone on long cooldown, I think. It's like a 3-minute cooldown for that. So you don't want them to lose morale 2 times in quick succession. There's a Commissar Execution. All these guys now getting buffed, and it's a big damage buff. You see, they are tearing apart this Dark Eldar now. Archon doing some work. Is that Animus Vitae again? I think it is. Not noticed any soul abilities being used, but they very well could be. Definitely haven't noticed something fancy and big like a soul storm going off. Oh, the Baneblade shows up. Okay. Out of this building. This building always looked really cool to me. It's Mars Pattern Command. But the Baneblade is bristling with guns and 10,000 hit points. Is it worth trying to keep a engine seer near it to repair, maybe? I wonder. Might get focused down quite easily, though. Over in the east side, Chaos pushing into the Sisters of Battle base again, and they've got some Possessed Marines in there. One of my favourite units in this game. But they got dealt with. Yeah, the Defilers, there's 5 Defilers, are you serious? They are breaking units left and right with their big artillery shots. Obliterators on the front line. Can they take them out? The Celestian is doing really good damage to them, it seems like. Really good damage. Oh, hey, Bloodthirster time. That was probably a cultist leader, but I'm not sure. Turned into the Bloodthirster there. And he's bad news, as you would expect. 14,000 hit points, huge damage to all targets. And he's quite quick. He can also fly around a bit. They're trying to focus him down, but it's like tickling his hit points here. Oh, some Leman Russer's coming in. I like how the entire tank kind of jumps when these guys shoot on this game. Baneblade shows up as well, and that's some Kasrkin, I think. Yep. But still, the Bloodthirster's barely taken any damage. I think it might be better to try and focus down the other things first. Try and save this base. Oh, that looks pretty bad. Is that the Soulstorm from the Dark Eldar? Oh, it's getting moved around. I believe this is another thing. Can they get the Bloodthirster down, though? I'm not sure. Try and find out what that soul power is. There's no armor facing in this game, like Dawn of War 2, I believe, so rear armor hits don't matter. Maybe it was the Soulstorm. Not sure. Defiler goes down. Someone will tell me in the comments. Oh, we got some horrors in. Don't get to see these guys very often. You can deep strike them and then they can mess up vehicles and buildings. What is the Baneblade shooting at over there? It's stuff, I guess. Okay, here comes some Engineers to maybe repair. Leman Russ is doing what they can. Battle Sisters doing what they can. Yeah, the Battle Sisters can't get plasma guns. Just flamers and heavy bolters. And I imagine the flamer doesn't do much to a Bloodthirster. Does not even have morale. I assume Ven has built a convent somewhere else or something. There's something back here. Oh, a new chapel. But we do have the Dark Eldar raiding Toilailee's base with those Warp Spawn Beast fellas. Warp Beast packs. Wonder if they win versus the Kroot Hounds. The Kroot Hounds seem to have really high damage on that panel. Like over 200 max. But these numbers can be misleading when you talk about damage types and armor types and all that stuff. This is like an average damage of a time number kind of thing. What's this? Couple of Chimeras. Actually pack a decent amount of ranged fire, but they're going after the Scourges who have Dark Lances in there. So they're not lasting super long. Oh, hey, some Ogrins. What can they do? They get knocked around a bit by the Incubus fellas. Yeah, the Archon and his buddies, they seem to do quite a lot of good disruption, don't they? What happened in the end to the Bloodthirster? Looks like they got the Bloodthirster down. The Baneblade barely survived it, but did survive it. And there's an Engineer there trying to repair the guy. And Toilailee's now pushing with it. The fighter's backing the hell away from the Baneblade, you'll notice. With the double Leman Russ support. Here comes some horrors. Maybe they'll try and dive and take it out. They're going for it. Doing some good damage. There's only one squad of horrors there. Wow. That is impressive. They're going to take the Baneblade down. Down it goes. Superb work from those horrors. Now the Chaos Space Marines come back in. Team 1 wins in 1 minute 25. They have all 5 of the critical locations, do they? Wow. And these guys are trying to decap. Or are they? Oh, they have it. Okay, Ven has it. This one's neutral, trying to be taken by these guys. 1 minute left. Did they even steal this one? They did. I think it was Ven running around with missionaries along the edges, while Team 2 were trying to hit bases. Yeah, I got my teams mixed up there. Team 1 is Ven and Toilailee, and they win in 40 seconds. Here comes the Deus of Destruction. Can it do enough destruction though? They don't seem to be going after those critical locations very hard. These guys are looking
30
after this one.
seconds until take and hold victory.
Bunch of horrors busting this open. 30 seconds. These guys are trying to cap this, but it's not going to stop it. Warrior squad trying to fight these guys, but they're going to run out of time. Team 1. The Imperial team. Oh no, they stopped it. They did stop it. I thought they were done for, but they stopped it. Yeah, they're trying to cap this one back, look. Something up there sacrificed themselves to get that decap, I think. And this base is done for. Yeah, Toilailee's killed. Wow, they stopped it with like 10 seconds remaining and pulled out the victory. Awesome stuff. Still didn't get to see those Avenging Angels from the Canoness. I've never seen her use them. Maybe I've just missed it. Maybe they're not good. I thought they were always meant to be awesome. Well, there you have it, guys. Team 2 pulled it out with some aggressive plays on the bases, and they were able to get those critical locations back. But a nice try from Team 1 to try and get the caps going. Seems like the sisters were a bit slow teching up and getting into their more powerful units. The constant harassment, I guess. Maybe the Seraphims really messed up their economy with the reinforcement costs and things. But they did a lot of work, that's for sure. Well, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see ya next time.